Welcome to the St. Johnsbury School website. My name is Linda Schneider. I'm the literacy consultant for the building, and I'm going to be talking to you today about how you can help your kindergartner with some reading activities at home. So I hope those of you that are watching are either parents or guardians of kindergarten students. I'm going to be talking about three areas specifically. That is naming letters, identifying the sounds that letters make, and some rhyming activities. And then at the end, I will have a kindergarten student with me, and I will model for you a read aloud so that you can see the kinds of questions you can be asking your child while you're reading. Kindergarten obviously starts with letters, and students learn to identify and name letters. By the end of kindergarten, students are expected to be able to identify and name the sounds and the letter names of all 26 letters of the alphabet, upper and lower case. So some things that you could do at home are this. Magnetic letters are great. You can find these at the dollar store, and it's really good to keep these out on your refrigerator. You can, using these on the refrigerator, ask your child to locate a letter for you. For example, if you said to your child, "Can you find the letter G?" and they pull this one out. Great, that's the lowercase letter. Now can you find the uppercase G that goes along with that? We always want to be matching upper and lowercase letters. So that's something you can do to identify the letters. If you don't have any magnetic letters, you can make letter cards, taking an index card and cutting them in half so that I have an uppercase letter and a lowercase letter. And again, you can ask your child to select whatever letter you tell them. For example, find the letter B, and then make sure they are looking at and putting together the uppercase letter and the lowercase letter. Students first learn letters by using the letters in their names. So if you wanted, you could take your child's name, cut the letters up, ask your child to tell you all the letters in their name, identify which letter is an uppercase letter, and then ask them to put the letters in order to spell their name. You are surrounded by lots of print in your house, and you can use what you're surrounded by to help your child identify letters. For example, if your child likes Lucky Charms or whatever kind of cereal they like, you could use the cereal box and again do similar activities with your child to identify letters. So you might ask your child to put their finger on the letter Y on the cereal box. You can do the same thing when you're in the car. Ask your child to tell you what letters they see in signs. For example, when you go by McDonald's, ask them what the first letter is in the name McDonald's. You can also do this as a race with your child. So if you're in McDonald's or any restaurant that has a menu, you might make a game of seeing who can identify the most letters in a certain amount of time. So you might have a race to see who can identify the most letter B's in a certain amount of time. Kindergarten students are also expected to know the sound that letters make. And it's much easier to identify and learn consonant sounds before vowel sounds because consonants have more consistent sounds. Consonants are all letters except A, E, I, O, U, which are vowels. Y is also sometimes a vowel. For example, in the word sky, the Y acts as a vowel. So again, at home, going back to our magnetic letters or our letters that we have on cards, you could ask your child something like this. What letter do you see here that makes the sound? And your child would pull out the M, and again, we want to always match up lowercase and uppercase. What letter makes the B sound? And your child would select the two letter B's, uppercase and lowercase. You can do this again with cereal boxes or anything else that you have in your house that has print on it. It could be magazines, books, the newspaper, anything with print. So again, using something like a cereal box, you could ask your child, what letter makes the R sound in the word tricks? And again, you can use signs while you are driving. When you go past Dunkin' Donuts, you might ask your child, what letter makes the D sound in Dunkin' Donuts? Rhyming is another important literacy skill, and this is often very difficult for students. Kindergartners spend a lot of time practicing rhyming words and identifying words that rhyme. It's really playing with language and is important to helping your child lay the foundation for reading. When we look at rhyming words, we're looking at patterns in the sounds of words. So your child knows that words that rhyme have the same middle sound and end sound. For example, cat and bat. So here are some things you can do, and you don't need any materials to do this. When you are with your child in the car, you've got a few minutes between waiting at the doctor's office, you might give your child a word like cat and ask them to come up with a word that rhymes with cat. Or you can give your child 2 words and ask the child if they rhyme or not. For example, you could give them the words bat and cat and ask them if they rhyme, and they should say yes. Or you could give them the word mat and mop and ask them if they rhyme, and they should say no. Reading aloud is crucial to your child's learning to read and being an avid reader for life. Reading aloud with your child not only increases the bond you have with your child, but it also tells your child and sends the message that you value reading. So here are some tips for things you can do for reading aloud with your child. Find a comfortable spot and make it a really special time. If you are looking for books, the Athenaeum in town is a great source. The children's librarian there is Mackenzie Ross, and she will help you with finding books that are interesting to your child. She's a great resource. Listen to the topics that your child is interested in and find books on that topic. The more interested they are in the topic, the more likely they will want to read it and hear the story again and again. Don't forget wordless books. Wordless books are great. They are just books that have pictures. There are no words, and it's up to you and your child to make the story that goes along with the pictures. Something that kindergartners love to do are make their own books. You could give your child some paper folded in half, and if there's a special event or occasion that has happened in your family, it would be great if they could write a story about it. By the end of kindergarten, kindergartners should be able to retell the story with the beginning, the middle, and the end. They should also be able to tell you what characters are in the story, what the setting of the story is, and the setting is not only where the story takes place, but when the story takes place. And they should be able to identify the problem and solution in the story. Most children's books, unless they are nonfiction, have some kind of conflict or problem in the story that gets worked out by the end. Kindergartners also should be able to tell the difference between fiction books and nonfiction. Nonfiction books are filled with factual information. Fiction books are made-up stories. And what's really important to help your child understand while you are reading together is to use the pictures in the book to help make sense of the story. Once children start reading, we have to remember that the whole point of reading is making meaning. I'm going to model a read aloud for you. I'll have a kindergartner with me. And while I am modeling this, I want you to listen to the types of questions that I will be asking him. I'm going to be asking some predicting questions, what he thinks will happen next. And I'm going to help him use evidence that he sees in the text to determine what will happen next. So I want him to use things he sees in the pictures in the text and things that he hears me read to inform him of what he thinks will happen next. I'll be stopping along the way to check in to make sure he's understanding what he's hearing. So again, remember, the whole point of reading is making meaning. This is Jacob, and I'm going to be reading a story to Jacob, and the story we're going to read is called Dog in Charge. So Jacob, when we look at the cover of this book, What do you notice?
Has words.
It has words on it, it does. What do you notice about the picture?
All the cats on top of a dog.
There's a dog and there's a whole lot of cats. So what do you think this book is going to be about?
Cats and dogs.
Cats and dogs. Now, I'm going to have to ask you this, okay? Do you have any pets at home? What do you have?
A cat and a dog.
You have a cat and a dog, okay?
And a fish.
And a fish. So when you think of your cat and your dog and your fish, is one more powerful than the other? No? Is one of them more in charge than the other?
My dog.
Your dog. So we're going to read about...
My dog always chases my cat.
Does the cat get away from him?
Because my dog wants to play with my cat, but my cat thinks my dog's going to chase him. That's why my cat runs away.
Well, the name of this book is Dog in Charge. So do we think we know who's in charge? Who's in charge?
The dog.
A dog. Well, let's read and find out. Here he is. Look at his face. Look at those great faces. Okay, and there are the cats. Dog had a busy afternoon. What is he wearing?
A tutu.
He's wearing a tutu. What's on his head?
A bow.
A bow. Sit. Dog sat. Stay. Dog stayed. Dance. Dog stood on his back paws and danced in a circle. Then Dog got a scrumptious dog treat. Oh boy, thought Dog. Good dog, smart dog, the very best dog. We're going to the store, so now you will be in charge. Watch the cats and make sure they don't get into any mischief. What does he have to do?
Watch the cats.
Okay, because why does he have to watch the cats?
Because the owner is going to the store.
The owner's going to the store. I heard a word up here. I wonder if you know what this means. This is a really big word. The dog got a scrumptious dog treat. Do you know what it means if something is scrumptious? It means it tastes really, really good. It's delicious. Okay? The family bustled and hustled out the door, into the car. Dog watched them go, eyeing the cats lined up in a row. How many cats do you see there?
5.
5 cats. So how many cats is he in charge of?
5.
5. First we will sit, and then we will stay, thought Dog. But the cats did not sit. Where did the cats go? There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 empty spots. Where do you think they went? Okay, but look on this page. Now they're gone. They were sitting on the sofa, and then he turned around, and now they're gone. Where do you think they went? Any idea? Where would you guess they went?
Outside.
You think they went outside? Well, let's read and find out what happens. Dog looked in the kitchen. What does he see in the kitchen?
A cat.
And what's the cat doing?
Looking.
Drinking the milk. And the dog says, "Down," barked Dog. Splash went the milk. Dog chased the cat into the living room. No cat. Or was there? Do you see a cat anywhere on this page? Where's the cat?
In the fireplace.
In the fireplace. Out, barked Dog. Uh-oh. Swish went the ashes. Oh my gosh, what happened?
Cat.
What'd the cat do? He came running out of the fireplace, and what's following him out of the fireplace and getting everywhere? Ashes from the logs. Dog looked in the bedroom. No cat. Are you sure? I see one there. Do you see a cat anywhere else? I see one there. What about, look at this. What's under the blanket? You see the ears? Woof, barked Dog. Flomp went the blankets. There they go. Dog looked in the bathroom. No cat. Or was there? There's the cat. Come, barked Dog. Watch what he does. Kerpluff went the clothes in the hamper. Where were all the cats? So what happened to the hamper? It got dumped over. All the dirty clothes are all over the place. Poof went the powder puff. Bonk went the flower pots. What are these cats doing?
Running away from the dog.
And then they have made a mess, haven't they? Who's supposed to be in charge?
The dog.
Oh boy, I wonder how the owners will feel when they get home. You think they're going to be happy? Topple went the books. Bad cats, thought Dog. Soon the family would come home. Would he still be a good dog? A smart dog? The very best dog? Would he still get scrumptious dog treats? Do you think they're going to reward him when they get home? Did he do the job he was supposed to do? I don't think so. It was hard to be in charge. Dog was hungry and tired. He laid down to think. Then Dog had an idea. He's got an idea. Let's see what it is. Dog headed for the kitchen. Treats for good cats. What do you think he's going to do with these treats?
Give them to the cat.
Well, let's see what he does. He's looking in the cupboard. Dog's tummy rumbled. Dog's nose twitched. Dog's mouth opened. Uh-oh. What's Dog getting ready to do?
Eat.
What's he going to eat?
The cat.
Uh-oh. Dog ate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cat treats. Soon the bag was empty. Poor Dog. The family would not let him be in charge again. Dog had to fix everything. He tried to think, but his eyes grew heavy and his paw was soft. What's he getting ready to do? Is he taking a nap? I think so. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little noses appeared. Purr went the cats. They loved Dog. What do you think those cats are going to do? Remember, the house is a mess.
Climb on top of it.
You think they're going to climb on top of the dog? Let's see what happens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cats licked up the crumbs in the milk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cats polished the living room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cats neatened the bedroom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cats straightened the bathroom. What are they doing?
Helping.
They're helping him, and what's he doing all this time?
Laying down.
He's sleeping, isn't he? Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cats snuggled up next to Dog. The sound of a car rumbled in the driveway. The family was home. Look at his face. What do you think he's thinking? The family's coming home. Does he know that the cats have straightened up the house? So he thinks it's still a mess, right? So does he think he's going to be in trouble with the family? Let's find out. Good Dog, smart Dog, the very best dog. Dog got lots of scrumptious dog treats. Wow, he's still called a good dog and a smart dog and a best dog. Why is that?
Because the cats cleaned it up.
Were the cats good while you were in charge? Dog barked. He stood on his back legs and danced in a circle. He's very happy he got some of those scrumptious treats. Now listen to what he's thinking. Good cats, thought Dog. Smart cats. The very best cats. Why is he calling him good cats?
Because they cleaned it up.
They cleaned everything up. So when you look at this picture, what do you notice about the cats?
They're sleeping.
Why are they all sleeping?
Because they did such hard work.
They did hard work cleaning up, didn't they? And there he is. There's our dog who is in charge. Is that a good name for this book? Was the dog really in charge? He tried to be in charge, didn't he? And they made a mess, but they cleaned it up in the end. Jacob, thank you for listening to my story today. Okay? And thank you for watching. I hope you learned some things that you can use with your child at home. Happy reading!